And we are live. Good day, Alejandro. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. What about you? I mean, I can feel the energy in this room. Yes, yes.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
on the go. I'm doing well. Thank you so
ec-
much.
Excellent. Well, for all of you, I mean, who are watching us live right now, or if you are going to get the replay later on, well, this is the Captor Connection, and we are here again. We promise you that we were going to be showing up every single day at 7
Yes.
a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and here we are. You see, I mean, when the captor makes a promise, it's a promise fulfilled. I mean, there's no excuses, no buts, no nothing. I mean, we are here, and we are so delighted. We are so glad to be here because I just want to remind you that the KAPPTOR Connection Conference number 2 is just is
Mm-hmm.
just around the corner. I mean, we are so excited. We are on conference mode right now because is that near. Uh, the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th of April. Just be there, and you may ask us. I mean, well, Alejandro, Jay, how do I register for the conference? Well, I mean, it's very easy. You just go to PayPal and you put info at cityonahill.co.za, and then you just make your payment,
Right.
and you secure your seat for the conference. I mean, it's $97, and listen, is less than a Starbucks a day. Okay, so
Yes.
if you're a coffee drinker, then just don't drink coffee for a few days, and you can pay for the for the conference, and you're going to get. I'm not saying that you don't get value by drinking a Starbucks coffee, okay? If especially, I mean, if you are a coffee drinker, but I promise you, you're gonna get far, far more value
Mm,
if you come and you attend
yes.
the Capture Connection conference. I tell you, six
Really.
topics, 18 speakers, and the speakers, I mean, they cannot wait, I mean, to share their knowledge and their wisdom with all of you. I mean, I cannot wait because I want to be fed. I want to grow and
Mhm.
develop even more. So I am the first one, and Jay is the first one who is going to be there, because we are we want to empower ourselves even more. And what a great word, the word empowerment. The word empowerment, because uh, I'm just going to ask you a question. I mean, what do you do to empower yourself on a daily basis? You see, I remember Les Brown used to say, there is greatness within each one of us. Now, some people, they show their greatness in what they do in their lives, but other people, they just, it's not, they're missing out because they have greatness, but they are not living according to that greatness that they have. And they have it. So, what are you doing to let that greatness show in the world every single day? I mean, do you keep growing by reading books? Are you a reader? You know what they say, great leaders are great readers. If you want to be a great leader, then you have to read. You have to feed your mind. I mean, do you have conversations with mentors? I mean, do you have coaches that guide you? Do you attend meetings? Do you network with other people? Do you pick the brain of other people so you can learn, so you can keep developing personally and professionally. So that is what empowerment is all about, personal empowerment, and that is one of the topics of this conference. Okay, so let me ask you, Jay, what is your strategy for keep growing and developing yourself? Because I know that you are a very busy lady. So how do you incorporate personal empowerment in your life?
Thank you for that great question, Alejandro. Yes, I do various things. I like to be balanced. And I always tell people my life dream has always been to tame the pen and the sword. So let's start with the pen. With the professional side, the business side, and the academic side. I studied for 8 years up to master's level in theology, and I haven't stopped since. I'm still doing courses while I'm considering my PhD. My children are moving over to their next educational phase. So I kind of want to take them through that first before I start studying full time again. But in the meantime, I read and I write. And I also attend conferences online, and I also travel to live conferences because there I sit and I hear and I learn and I watch and I get to network with people and really just soak up that energy, draw in that knowledge, and that shapes and forms me in another sense as well. On the sword side, I look after my health and fitness. I do martial arts, of course, but that's not all I do. I also do other forms of exercise to keep myself healthy and fit all the time. And I make sure that I balance my day. And what does that mean? I make sure that I have time for myself, but also that I have time for other people. So, how do I do that? I do that by centering my energy, by aligning my breath, and by, of course, one of our topics, and we discussed it a little bit yesterday, managing my time. And how do I manage my time? I delegate. And how do I scale my business? I calculate all of the topics that we have to make sure that everything is balanced all the time. But personal empowerment is so important. Silly thing that I do, I call it silly because maybe there's not people out there that do the same. I don't know. You can put it in the comments if you do. I actually watch anime because I learn a lot of life lessons from anime. And you know what that also does? When I sit with my children and their friends and they have a discussion, I'm knowledgeable about the topic. So I want to ask you, what are you doing out there? Are you listening to some sorts of music maybe that you don't like per se? Maybe classical music to learn who the artists are and what songs they've composed, and to really get you into that meditative state. Are you putting yourself out of your comfort zone daily? I started watching MMA. I started listening to music of the various people that I've interviewed. I've started looking at their podcasts. I listen to audiobooks when I'm training or when I'm jogging or when I'm just taking a walk up the mountain. We really have to take all of the resources available to us to empower us personally, because I've been in rooms where there were and this was in the ministry, where there were business individuals with ministers together with entrepreneurs, and some of the individuals, they were only knowledgeable and skilled in one topic. They
Mm.
could only really discuss. You see them getting lost in the conversation as it goes along because they have not been personally empowering themselves over the years to be able to talk on a wide array of topics. Now, of course, you're not going to be the master of every topic. Who has enough time in the day to do that? But at least get yourself to a place. And Tim Bird is actually a very good example of this. Tim Bird can carry any conversation that I can start, that we can start, because he's very knowledgeable. He's personally empowered himself all these years through the media, through the advertising that he does, through all the platforms that he works with and the people that he works with. He can talk about any topic. Now, I had an interview with him on Meticulous, and he mentioned that he's not a master at all levels of every topic, but he can carry a conversation. That's part of personal empowerment, because your next business partner, your next friend, your next member of your group, your next co author, the next speaker that you meet at that live event, maybe they do something completely different. I mean, I've interviewed individuals that I met. I actually met young individuals on LinkedIn. They reached out to me to be on Meticulous. And you know what they do, Alejandro? They do artificial intelligence. They have an
Oh,
artificial intelligence company. And you know what I did? I had virtual coffees with them, Vidant Noir and his friends, and they formed a business. They're all still students, but we had virtual coffees and they were teaching me all about artificial intelligence. And now, when I went to the BLN live event, guess what? We had someone presenting on artificial intelligence. And I knew about the topic and I could carry conversation because I'd done my personal empowerment last year already because I stay on top of the new developments. That is
that's
what
right.
personal empowerment is about. Whether you try a new style in fitness, whether you do Tabata, I like Tabata, I like Taibo, I'm a qualified Zumba instructor, I'm a karateka, I have a brown belt. I do all of these different things because it's shaping my health and fitness journey. On the personal and professional side, I do all of those things. I investigate artificial intelligence. I investigate being a ghostwriter because that's what I do. I stay atop of the and abreast of all the new developments because I know the next time a project comes in or the next time I'm speaking to an author or a publisher, I have to be skilled on how Kindle works, on how Amazon works, on how the newest platforms work. And that's for me very important. So I make a point of it. And it's not a selfish thing, guys. It's something that helps you to be better so that you can show up better for others.
Yes, definitely. I think that you hit so many very important points. It's when we talked about empowerment, it is not just, I mean, reading books and going to seminars and so forth, but is um, keeping up with the world's development. I mean, if things are new, well, are you at least? I mean, are you aware that? Those things are available, that those are new resources that people can use, and you can guide. So it's just keeping up is in any profession. I mean, if you are a doctor and you don't keep up, I mean, with medicine and with new forms of medicine and new techniques and new, then I mean, you become almost extinct, because I mean you're past there. So you have to keep learning. I mean, the world is moving at a very fast pace, and if we don't move at that pace, then we are going to be pretty soon left behind, very very behind. So we have to keep in public speaking. I mean, just see what new speakers, I mean, what are they doing? I mean, what are they speaking about? What are they talking? What are they guiding? This, I mean, it's just keeping up with all advances and developments, and be very rounded in things. I mean, if we talk about music, then it's not that you're sitting there, I mean, like, wow, I mean, music, I mean, who is this author, or who is this a singer? No, you may not know everything, but at least you have an idea. And then, like Jay said, you can have a conversation with someone. So yes, all that is very important, to be a complete rounded kind of a person.
I agree. I agree. And guess why? We are facilitating the KAPPTOR Connection conferences
That's right.
because we want to personally empower ourselves as well as the audience. And you
Yeah.
know, feedback that I received, and I believe I passed that on to you after the first KAPPTOR Connection conference, were from the speakers that said they were personally empowered. They
Yeah.
were edified when they were at the conference. So, and I've been saying this with Alejandro since the beginning, it's not a monologue. It's an experience. We are going to talk and have dialogue and ask questions and formulate new things and, you know, support each other. So, yeah, It's going to be an interesting ride, Alejandro.
It's definitely going to be. I mean, we had the first conference was a complete success. I mean, from the people who
Yeah.
participated, from the speakers, from everyone. I mean, they just loved it. I mean, it was a great experience, and then we are definitely, I mean, foreseeing that conference number two is going to be even better, even more impactful, even more powerful, and we are on this journey, I mean, to keep bringing to you topics, people who can definitely make a difference in your life. I mean, we are,
Yes.
I think that I mean, if I were to call ourselves, I mean, we are transformational agents. I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
want to cause
I like that.
transformation. We want to transform ourselves, but we want to
Yeah.
transform others through the conference. And I think that we have a comment in here, and from John
Oh,
Cordell, and it says, when is the conference?
oh,
and
John.
and John, let me just share
John,
with
I know
you.
John very well.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the conference is on April 28th, 29th, and 30th. Okay, that's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so if you really want more information,
Yes.
then you can reach out, I mean, to me or to Jay, to Juanita, and we'll be able, I
Yes.
mean, to guide you. Um, Again, if you want to register for the conference, Jay, why don't you give us the that information,
Yes.
please?
Okay, okay, wonderful. I'll do that, Alejandro. The website is currently under construction, a meticulous website. I've changed web designer. So the payment process is the following. You can PayPal the $97 to info@cityonahill.co.za. I'll put it in the comments as well. And welcome
Okay.
to John Cordell. It's actually Captain John Cordell from the Navy. He's such an amazing friend of mine. Thank you so much for your support, Captain John Cordell. We appreciate you. It's wonderful to see you here. I will drop the links in the comments. And
Yes.
Alejandro, I am so excited that we get to spend time with these wonderful, amazing individuals, having
Sure.
John here, having the speakers on board, having the people that have registered there. It's just going to be a phenomenal time.
Is going to be. I mean, there's no doubt about it, and we are excited, because even though we all, I mean, Jay. Okay, I think that the connection, but I'm just gonna keep on. I mean, I know that she's going to rejoin in just a few moments, but we are excited. We just had one conference before. We are having a second conference very soon, and then but the best is yet to come. I mean, the things that the KAPPTOR Connection has planned, I mean, for the future is absolutely unbelievable. And so we want to all of you to be partakers of that, because we are, you see, that the theme for our first conference was capturing your hearts, capturing your hearts. I mean, in a good and positive way. I mean, we want to capture people's hearts. And then the theme for this second conference is elevating you, elevating you. I mean, we want to
Yeah,
elevate you. We want to elevate you to the next level of our human evolution. And that elevation, we
that's
want to
it.
continue elevating us, conference after conference, after event, after
Yeah,
anything that the KAPPTOR Connection is going to do from now, looking into the future, is going to be to empower you, to elevate you, to help you live
mm,
a more fully kind of life. I mean, this is what we want for ourselves,
yeah,
and this is what we want for other people as well. So we are definitely looking forward,
Agree.
to this conference.
Absolutely, absolutely. John says he's got it. He's got the details. Anyone out there, I know the Meticulous Moments interviewees, jump on board. The CLA members that we know, the BLN community that I'm a part of, all of the communities, thought provoking change. Let's get our tickets and let's learn and grow together. That is the greatest gift we can give each other, and
Yes.
that is to learn and grow together, because we know so many amazing people. Bring that energy of yours to the experience of the KAPPTOR conference, and let's just make the world a better place. So with that, Alejandro, any final words before we log off here?
No, just the final words would be just stay tuned, because guess what? Remember the promise. We are going to be here every morning at 7 a.m. So tomorrow, come join us, and we are going to be discussing or going over a different topic. Uh, who knows what that topic is going to be? I don't know, but definitely be here.
Surprise.
That's exactly right. And so every day we are getting closer and closer to this wonderful experience that we call the KAPPTOR Connection Conference #2. So thank you very much. Back to you, Jay.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone. It was wonderful to have you join us on this live. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Goodbye.